Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Citizen Sleeper. In the last episode we crossed over into the Greenway, we met some interesting characters, and we are going to continue exploring it right now. Let's have a look at the Haifa Commune, a self-sustaining community. We can work in the canteen. Newcomers to the commune can work within the canteen, preparing and serving food for those that make the compound their home. Or we can work the grow beds. The grow beds are at the heart of the commune, feeding the members and fueling their lab work. You are invited to assist in maintaining them. We have terrible chances of doing both of those, so I guess we'll be focusing on the Greenway itself. And then we have the wild margins, an artificial wilderness. We can search for signals. Rather than hiking around the wilderness, you can make use of your skills, tap into the cloud and find Ashton by his signals. Or we can look for tracks. Seems like the obvious way to track someone, but in this overgrowth tangle, this simple task suddenly becomes difficult. Okay, and then here's the wastes. I guess it's going to be a similar thing. Oh, we can gather scrap if we had a skill upgrade. Out here at the edge of the habitable parts of the eye, everything is scrap. The trick is finding components that are still usable and staying safe. Yeah, we can't do that. As nice as it would be. And there's the briar. Okay, well, I think we're going to have to go back over to the main part of the station here. And I'm going to spend these low rolls on getting data, I guess. Yataghan and Heaven Edge. Requires a 2. Luckily we have a 2. There's 20 cryo. I need to try and get more cryo. That's basically the what we're doing here. Yataghan. I don't really want to get Yataghan. I can't really sell Yataghan. Ah, here you go. More Heaven Edge. Gives us 4 data. Let's go sell that data. Give me some money, because I think this is going to proc really soon, the compressor bar, and our friend is going to try and hunt us down. I guess tomorrow we'll be talking to Rabia, the Yataghan agent. I have gone too far. Here it is, Tambor. There's so many locations, trying to remember where everything is. I wish I could sell these all at once. The main advantage is at least this is going to allow me to have money to buy food. We're not short on stabilizer, which is quite nice. We could also give 100, if we had 100, to Bliss. But, for now, let's just go back to our trailer. Rest for a day. I think I'm going to lose one of my dice. I really don't like only having 3 dice. Oh no, we kept one of our dice. We are starving, which is not great. Let's deal with that straight away, shall we? So I don't forget. Let's go see Memphis. Okay. So we do have a 6. But let's go speak to Rabia and see what she wants. The Yataghan Lieutenant. As you approach the address Rabia gave you, a heavy hand pulls on your shoulder. What's your business here? The enforcer grips your shoulder, giving a hint of the strength her implants give her. As you turn, you see the same subsidiary eyes as Rabia and Toshiro, glinting like mirrors on her cheeks. Gia, please, the sleeper is here by my invitation. At Rabia's command, the hand immediately loosens, and an apologetic look replaces the scowl on Gia's face. Of course, Rabia, I'm sorry. Rabia waves her away. Don't you worry, I appreciate your protective instincts. She smiles at the enforcer. How about you head to the Timber? They have a delivery coming and they'll need some help with the lifting. Gia nods and walks away. So, Sleeper, you came. I'm glad. I was curious. Curious is good. She smiles a tight smile. You have to understand, finding you there in Sabine's unit, I wasn't sure where we stood. There are more than a few people on this station who would rather I was dead. I had to be sure you weren't one of them. Oh well, I wish you no harm. I am glad. Rabia begins walking and gestures for you to walk with her. She takes you down a staircase into the bustling walkways of the low end. What do you know about Yataghan? Basically nothing. Come on, Sleeper, humour me. I know we have a reputation. People with carts push past, moving crates of supplies around the thin and winding passages. Our reputation is one that implies threat. Is that fair to say? We are framed as aggressors, parasites, criminals. She gestures around at the people in the passageway. When was the last time you saw a lawmaker on the eye? A policeman? Who makes the laws here? Erlin did. Indeed, you understand the history then. That is good. But Erlin is long dead, Sleeper, and his rules were little more than an optimist's manifesto. The Eye has changed so much since then. If you had spent your time in the low end, maybe your opinion of us would be different. This is our place, our people. The low end was empty in Erlin's time. They didn't need to house thousands, and keeping the yards and the rotundas safe was work enough. No, the low end was reclaimed later, when the refugees started arriving. Rabia meets your eye. The collapse didn't just happen here, on this station. When Solheim collapsed, the entire system felt it. When Solheim collapsed, the entire system felt it. Colonies were abandoned. The moons of Ember and Cinder suddenly gained independence overnight. Some took advantage. Some tried to hold it together. Some fled. The Eye became a refuge, and Erlin, to his credit, extended an open hand to everyone. But many within his organisation disagreed, and those new arrivals weren't as simple to corral as they hoped. Rabia leads you through a small market hall, busy with small stalls and traders. Erlin's union was made of workers, administrators, people who were malleable and already organised into hierarchies and networks. Refugees came from different factions and families, were scared, injured, desperate. Conflict was inevitable. Yataghan is a child of that conflict, a child born out of the need for us to stand up and claim our future, to provide security, strength. People call us a gang, but we are a community. I take my position as lieutenant seriously, and from my birth I have worked to earn it. Rabia catches herself before she raises her voice any further, and you both walk in silence for a while, among the smells and textures of the low end. Start to wonder if this place could be a home for you too. So where do I come into this? Rabia smiles to herself and thinks for a moment before she responds. I believe that you understand the importance of a refuge, so I also believe that you wish to help keep this place safe. He exhales quietly. For this reason, I would like you to trust me. I do not know what Sabine told you about us, but I imagine it was not good. I'll be honest with you, Sleeper. I was never comfortable with having Sabine as part of Yataghan. An ex-corporate employee goes against our nature. But their deal was with Yannick. I kept my distance, made sure Sabine had their surgery, kept it supplied. That was all. But I cannot allow people to go back on the promises they have made to us. Yataghan has not lasted this long because of its charity. We offer and ask for support. Any betrayal will be treated as an attack. Who's Yannick? Yannick is one of the heads of Yataghan. They guide us. He is the newest to be elected. He is an elder. I mean, Sabine found something. Please, I don't want to hear their accusations. They only wanted to escape their debt. They would have said anything. But where are they now to stand behind their claims? I'll go find them? As will we. You realise that Rabia has led you in a loop, and together you both come up a staircase to the walkway where you met. You are free to go, Sleeper. I have said what I wish to say. She looks out through the windows of the walkway. I would protect this place with my life, as it has protected me. I want to make that clear. She turns back. However, if you too wish to come under its protection, I can help you. Return here if you wish, and there will be tasks for you to complete. You will be able to see Yataghan, to see the low end with your own eyes, not as others frame us. As for Sabine, she pauses to consider her words. I will not ask you to betray them, but if they contact you again, consider their motivations carefully. With that, Rabia leaves, slipping back into her office. While you stare out at the countless units, each a home, each with a story, that make up the low end. Interesting. So she has stuff for us to do? We can patrol the ward, yet again perform many roles from protection to logistics and everything in between. You never know what you may have to face on patrol. We can collect tithes. Yataghan operates on an in-kind basis. You are told the tithes of goods or services must be collected in exchange for protection and administration. So they're running a racket. Lovely. Nice to know. I almost thought they might be the good guys, just for a second there. Just for a second. Right, still got one more day left on that. Should I take my high rolling dice somewhere to unlock something? There's nothing here. We've unlocked the low end, haven't we? We've unlocked the Spacer's place. Has import export. Let's go back over the Founder's Ferry. Let's see if we can unlock the Greenway, or at least try to unlock the Greenway here. We can use our 6. Guaranteed 100% positive. It seems a little bit of a waste, doesn't it, to use a 6 here? I can make when I can make a 3 become a 5, using a 6 seems way unnecessary, but let's see what we get. -1 energy, huh? Is that if we fail? You see the corporate order beneath the leaves and rot, and the bright inventions the Greenway's plants have wrapped around this structure. Alright, let's use another one. I think if we do this, we might succeed. Our 2 6s may make it so we can go green. Yep. Should I use the 2? Do I risk a 2? I only... a 50% chance to get what we need, plus 25% chance. So... you know, 75% chance to not fail here. Cross your fingers. Ow! Son of a... You clear your slate over and over, unable to mark out even the basic layers of the Greenway. You decide you are too tired and give up. Wonderful. I guess I'll use my 6 then. There we go, we've gone green. What's that unlocked? Farm stacks? mushroom groves, and the aviary. Well, let's start by the farm stacks. Oh, we can steal the harvest. Bit of a dick move. There's loads of food here. Why should these farmers keep it to themselves? If you can do it quickly, they might not even notice it's gone. That's so bad. We can work the stacks. Some farm stacks from the old station have survived, and the farmers that work them are always looking for new workers. They pay by yield. Or we can barter for food. Farming Collective, who control the stacks, don't like to sell their food piecemeal. But for the right price, they'll let it go. So for 16 cryo. So it's a new job, basically, and a place to buy food. Mushroom groves. I'm going to assume this is where we get the mushrooms we need. So we can collect spores. While the grove mushrooms are dangerously inconsistent, spores provide a chance to gather or study these specimens in untouched form. Okay, or forage for fungus. The fungus that grows in the deep groves of the Greenway are typically avoided, but those with sharp eyes might find useful fruiting bodies. So it's dangerous, but we do get a +2 because intuition, and we'll get Griot caps, which is what Emphis wants for his quest. So I would like to do that. Or we can go to the aviary. We could clear the overgrowth. Once a corporate garden for impressing guests with gene-tweaked birds. Now, this chamber is a mess of overgrowth. You can change that. And if we do it enough, we get a sunlit refuge. Cut away the choking vines, stop the rot, and this place could be turned back into a garden of sorts. Uses endurance, which we don't have much of. Still waiting for our friend here. Okay, let's go back to the main place. I think I'm going to do we need to eat? Do we need to eat? That'll be alright. How bad can it be? It's -2 energy, okay, so it's alright. Do I want to inject a stabilizer? Do I want to we haven't lost a dice yet. Let's just see what happens. Okay, down to 3 dice. A 1, a 5, and a 3. It could be worse. Oh no! You miss me? Ethan smiles, a ragged smile at you. No, not particularly. You look at him. He is paler than usual. Hunched. He's sporting a black eye and more than a few cycles of beard growth. That's no way to greet an old friend. Friend? You tried to shoot me. Well, he pauses. Colleague? He smiles weakly. This is big. Really big stuff about you. Seems more jittery than usual. On edge. You remember how SNRP cancelled the contract on you? The contract I was going to collect? Yeah, I remember. Well, I'm guessing you were pretty happy about that shit. Overjoyed. Me? I lost everything. But let's not worry about that. He smiles, sarcastically. And so what did you think? That was it? I'm just going to stay silent. Well, it was. Except, Ethan leaves a dramatic pause. What if old SNRP gave the bounty to someone else? Someone who is even more of a shithead than yours truly? He smiles darkly. What a disaster that would be. You're bluffing. Sure, you could think that, but then you'll wake up. Or not. With a bullet in your head, one of these cycles. And if you could think, which you won't be able to because of the bullet, you'd be thinking, oh, I wish I'd listened to Ethan. He grins. Ethan fishes around in his pocket for a slip of paper. I've been speaking to some friends, you see, some colleagues about what went down, and it turns out SNRP cancelled all their bounty contracts. The whole lot. It seems they bought someone in-house. Some guy who did so well on their last contract, They got offered a job. He leans in. Apparently, he made a hit on this ship called the Winter Wonderland or something. Oh no. Oh no, that was the ship? The Winter's Light? Oh no. It was smuggling sleepers out from under S&R's big corporate nose. He killed the crew and blew the ship. Ethan whistles. They called him Henwick or Maywick or something. He gives up looking for the paper. I forget. You mean the Winter's Light? That's it. He looks at you hard. So you do know about all this? He pats you on the shoulder. Then you'll be very happy to hear what I'm about to offer you. Ethan runs his hands through his greasy hair. Given this new information I've brought to light, it seems like you're in need of protection. I'm going to wait for the pitch. I, meanwhile, am in need of assistance in kind. It turns out I had set some people at the compressor the last time we were there. The owners, and they say they'll space me unless I work off the debt. Seems they are that kind of businessmen, he grimaces. I would pay them, but he shrugs and turns out his jacket pockets inside out, in a mime of poverty. He looks pitiful, even more so for his clownish acting. And then work it off. You should be glad, the anger rising in him now, that I came here and told you this. You think anyone is looking out for you? You are a contract, a name on a list. He kicks the wall. Ethan rubs his temples. I'm sorry, he hisses. I'm sorry for being a shit trying to kill you and whacking that thick skull of yours. He sighs. You think I want to go up against this guy? But us, he jabs a finger between the two of you. We don't have a choice. So you keep me from getting killed and I'll do the same for you. We can help each other, a straight 50-50 deal. He looks at you. I'm not asking for a favour. Fine. Ethan smiles. He looks like shit warmed up. He pauses. Just think about Maywick. Think about that cold-eyed S&R shit on his way here from the core systems. He smiles. That should give you the motivation you need. Ethan swaggers off down the corridor, throwing his jacket over his shoulder. Can't wait to be working with you, he shouts. Oh god, what do I need to do for him now? Where's the compressor? Oh Christ, so I can either work the back or I can work the front. And they're both dangerous as hell and I don't have any buffs for any of them. Wonderful. I don't suppose you just accept money. We are in fact starving. Maybe I should do something about that, shouldn't I? We're no longer starving. Okay, so Feng is also waiting for us. We can do that soon. Oh my god, look at all of this. They're the completed ones, but look at all these. Oh my god. Clear the aviary. Oh, so we can grow our own mushrooms in the aviary, I see. Gain Ethan's protection, Flatilla's aid, find Ashton. What do I even want to focus on right now? I guess Feng? Yeah, meet Feng in the Greenway. Build a home? Can we do that yet? It's one more day till we can get some more junk. We definitely have options. There's a lot of things we could do. But I think I'm going to end this episode here. So thank you all very much for watching. Please like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. Thank you again to the members of the channel. It really does mean the world to me. And as always, I'll see you next time.